Hello and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we'll continue working on allegiances. So, we're gonna go back to the Udun Foothold to start the new one, and this episode will focus on the Elves of Lothlórien. That's what we're gonna do. If I remember correctly, we need to look for Elrond and Elrond here at the Black Gate. That's where we're going next. I remember really enjoying the Elven allegiance. Maybe not all of it, but I would say the Elven allegiance has the greatest ending of all of them. But if we are to consider the entire storyline, I think the Dwarven allegiance is the best one. So well, bottom line, the two best allegiances in my opinion are next. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I also hope they will be just a tad shorter than the allegiances we have done thus far. I didn't intend to have this many special episodes, but well, we'll see. We'll see how long this allegiance truly is.
Word has reached my ears from Lothlórien.
And I know not what to make of it. Thranduil, Lord of Mirkwood, is there, but on what errand? In these times, the reason cannot be a light or merry one. Whatever the case, Legolas may wish to be by his father Thranduil's side. Will you find him in Dor Amarth and tell him all I have told to you? Okay. Thankfully, we have a fast way to reach Dor Amarth. The Elven Allegiance has also one of the coolest chapter 1s of all allegiances.
Hey.
Please tell me Legolas is in those ruins. Don't make me go all around Dor Amarth looking for him. No! Oh, thank God, he's here.
My father would not stir so far if the occasion were not great.
Legolas hears the news with a furrowed brow. My father would not stir so far from his domain if the occasion were not great. Unlike Elrond, I fear dark reasons rather than happy ones. Yes, I think I must go and learn what has passed among my cousins and people. Will you travel with me, Beriathan? The miles will pass swiftly with company, and I found myself loath to tear Gimli away for this, just now. I will be happier knowing that I will soon rejoin him here. Alright.
Have you come for the Council of War?
Have you come for the Council of War? If not, it is some strange chance that brings you here now. Oh, I do not wish to sound unwelcoming. Go on and approach the Council. Doubtless you have news, and I am certain you will have their ears. They are waiting still and can do nothing yet. That is my father Thranduil, there Legolas whispers. Look, they are garbed, as is fresh from combat. Thranduil and Celeborn, yeah. Here we have, Celeborn and Galadriel. Galadriel here has one of those vector quests, but also this one of the Council.
My heart tells me you have as great a tale to tell as we do. No, greater.
The fact that your face is not harrowed and drained of hope tells me much, but I would hear more. Addressing the entire council, you briefly describe all the events of war between the Pelennor and the Black Gates. A silence falls over those around you once you are done. This is joyous news then, Galadriel pronounces at last, and such as shall be sung and told of for long to come. Though even the most joyous of changes come with a tinge of sorrow to we who have dwelt long here and have parted with so much.
We are indeed fresh from battle.
Against his father's domain and our own, the enemy's forces marched, even as war waged in the place from whence you have arrived. It is any wonder that the foe should set all his plans into motion at once?
Our tale is one that you should know.
Greetings, Warden. My son travels in strange company, it seems, but then, these are strange times and it is through great pains that I have recently learned the difference between a stranger and a foe. You have told your tale uncommonly well, and it fills my heart with wonder. We too have weathered much, and in our tale is much, I believe, that you should know. Thranduil recounts the trials Mirkwood and Lothlórien endured while Gondor marched and fought at the very gates of Mordor. Let us go. Are we there yet, please? Yes, it's taking longer than usual.
My own kingdom was not the first attacked. First came Lothlórien. 3 times the Golden Wood was tested by Dol Guldur, I have learned. The first falling some days before the battle at high-walled Minas Tirith in Gondor.
Alright, so I am a Galadriel warrior. Oh yeah, take a look at this. So, what do I need to do? Join your fellow archer to the east. Something is wrong. Do you hear that? Orcs! Yeah, can I fight now? Let them come. Stay in one place, please. Push onward to the east. Okay. Here? Sure. Oh, a troll. They got a troll.
Whether Dol Guldur truly hoped to pierce the heart of fair Lothlórien, or whether it was but a diversion, I cannot say.
The lady has taken the field. Where? I want to see her. Ah! This is gonna be interesting. are they coming? Let them come. Oh, I missed it.
3 times tested, and 3 times failed.
You are needed in Mirkwood.
I fear that we'll need all the aid that we can spare. Go now. Alright, the tower stocks. Okay.
Then they struck at us.
Oh. Yeah, a little help here, guys, would be highly appreciated. We must help. Draw your weapon. Come. Alright. Thranduil riding an elk. Is this some sort of Easter egg reference for the Hobbit movies? Because as far as I know, it was the Peter Jackson's Hobbit movies the first time we saw the elves riding this kind of animals. They look cool. I just wonder.
Your aid is welcome here.
From Lothlórien you come? Then hope yet glimmers. Your aid is most welcome here. I will move on with my retinue, but you are needed ahead, up the hill. Follow the archers to battle. Perhaps we will meet again when the fight is done. Archers, take this soldier northeast, up the hill. Yes, my king? Follow us, soldier. Lead away. God, it's been a while. A long time since I have been in Mirkwood and hear this
The elves of Mirkwood were closer.
music.
Because we hold not what far sight and hidden powers have preserved this place.
Do we keep fighting further up the hill? Yeah. At least we're immune to stuns. Thank God for that. Ready, guys? Are we gonna continue fighting? Or do I just press on and you hold the ground? Oh my god, a drake! Yeah, some extra help here would be appreciated, thank you.
Great
The beast
ruin
falls.
fire was visited upon much we dearly love.
Yeah, some extra help here would come really nice. Ah, there is Thranduil. Not yet. Have it your way then. No, leave Thranduil alone. For God's sake. Please tell me this is the last of them.
With our backs pressed to the tree and help from our friends, we claimed a hard-fought victory that day. Dol Guldur was repelled, but we dared not pursue. A victory for which we have paid dearly.
We have to revenge them back. You fought bravely, soldier. Nay, do not pursue them. Too many of our king have fallen this day, and we must restore our strength in case they strike at us yet again. Alright, Thranduil had something else to say, you know. I would have loved to see it, but I guess now the only way of seeing that is pausing the video. But there we go. As I told you, it's one of the coolest first chapters of Allegiances, because you get to see the battle at Lórien and Mirkwood that was happening simultaneously to the War of the Ring. And I was truly not expecting the deaths to show us that. So I'm glad they found a way of telling that story to us. Even if it was a little short, it was still nice being able to witness that battle, because it also allows you to see a wider picture of the war and how the battles were fought in other places as well.
The time of waiting is nearly gone, and yet we wait.
The time of watching and waiting has gone completely, or nearly so. I would move to retaliate swiftly and absolutely. Although this lord and lady do not disagree generally, they feel that we must yet wait for the arrival of another before we do. Ah.
Our enemies have retreated to the shadowed fastnesses.
Without Glorfindel, this council is not complete.
We await the arrival of the elf Glorfindel, Beriathan. Without him, this council is not complete and I feel we cannot act. I reached out to him as soon as I was able, and he swore that he would come with all possible haste. I do not yet fear the worst, and yet still the fact that he has not arrived is troubling. Your arrival, friend, is some consolation, and your service to our cause eases my fears even more. There is little else we can do now, but soon I feel certain we shall meet again. We must hope that by then, Glorfindel is with us. I will tarry here briefly to speak with my father. You return to Mordor. As Lady Galadriel said, we will surely see each other soon. Alright, here we go. The travel skill. Awesome. So, time to start working. On getting this to level 5. Alright, the time before traveling. Alright. Your presence has been requested by Lady Galadriel herself. Please make your way to her in Lothlórien. Here we are.
While we stand here, Elrond and his house prepare for a journey.
While we here plan and wait and you brave the dim ruins of the enemy's land, Elrond, his daughter Arwen, and much of their house prepare for a journey. Can you guess to where? You travel fleet as you do, friend. We'll just speed to Rivendell and see how things are going. If they were braced in battle just as we were, they may need help. Elrond also may have wise words of guidance in the search for Glorfindel. Whichever the case, Lord Elrond will surely be hungry for news of happenings in Gondor and beyond, especially from you, who have seen so much of it with your own eyes. Rivendell then. Sure. It's been a while since last time we were in Rivendell. I think we can pay them a quick visit. Now, girl, if you promise not to start acting weird again, we can do these travels together, as we are bound to do. It's just that sometimes when you get that crazy, I don't know what to do. But we should be okay here in Rivendell, right? Even from outside, the last homely houses stir with a new kind of bustle in life. You sure? Because it seems unchanged to me. I don't see any difference. Maybe from the inside, judging on the piles and number of busy hands, no few elves are going on this journey. Ah, this one. Yeah, it seems a lot of people are getting ready to travel. Here we have more of them. But in the meantime... some elves sing as they work, their voices sweet and strange, and also somehow sad. Elrond stands in his customary spot, brow furrowed, directing elves in all manner of packing, provisioning, and planning. I little thought to see you here so soon, Beriathan. It gladdens my heart, for you can only have come bearing happy tidings. The elf with whom he was speaking looks meaningfully, and a shadow crosses Elrond's brow. I fear there are several matters to which I must attend, and they cannot wait. Forgive this discourtesy, Beriathan. If you will return shortly, I would speak more with you. Why do you not pay a visit to Bilbo the Halfling? He would be as glad to see your face as I. He will be in the Hall of Fire, as he always is. 4. Sure, I could also use some talk with Bilbo. It's been even longer since last time we saw him. Bilbo! All this going about and fussing and bothering. I tell Linder here it is most unelvish of them, but he only asks me if I would leave home without my pipe and handkerchief. Huh! Well, I'm not going, even though I shall miss seeing the old Dunedain in all his crown and glory. Frodo and his friends I will see again, for they shall pass this way. Elrond assures me of it. But all this talking has made me tired, Beriathan. I am glad I have got to see you. But now I think I must return to being quiet and staring into the fire and working out the words to this new song. Why don't you ask Linder here if you can help out? Nearly everyone but me is pitching in.
We will not turn away help that is offered.
Linder laughs. It is true, you cannot plead infirmity and age, as Master Bilbo here does. We will indeed not turn away help that is offered, for we wish to set out on our journeys with some happy haste. Anywhere within these walls you see packing, you are welcome to lend a hand. Do you have a quest for me? That's so weird.
Sweet lad Melon, will you stay a moment?
Yeah, it's just some sort of vector, it seems. Or some fishing quests. So no, I'm not doing that, but it's weird. Alright, let me help you with that. Any more packaging elves in here? It's been a while also. Last time I visited the Scholars Guild. Maybe I should pay them a visit. No? No packaging in here. So I'm guessing at Elrond's library there will be more packaging. Yeah, should be inside Elrond's library. There should be at least one more package. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Let me help you with that. Return to Lindir. So what? So he can send me back to Elrond? I'm already there.
We are indebted to you.
If you are not done being helpful, you might look for Fethelane just outside the house. I believe he's charged with tasks of provisioning. Yeah, I came here just looking for Glorfindel. If you could tell me where he is, I'll be on my way. I'm sure all of you are very busy. You wish to help, Warden? Such goodwill among the free peoples. I haven't sent down several requisitions to the market, and someone is needed to carry those things down to the forges for packing in crates and barrels. You will have to ask around among the merchants and artisans. I am afraid some other goods have been left lying about. Everyone is so busy. I hope those parcels can be used from horseback, otherwise this would be too much. Oh, it seems quite the contrary. The Elf allegiance is one of the longer ones. And we're just struggling to finish chapter 2. I hope the other 5 chapters are not as long. Oh, we need to talk to Guldur. Alright, that sounds fun. A parcel. Please don't dismount me. Oh, for God's sake.
Sweet-eyed maiden.
Many hours have I labored over these fine and resplendent raiments. See that they are handled gently and packed well. I am to travel with Lord Elrond and Lady Arwen, and will see them on the other side, so I will know. Oh, they'll give you parcels. Thank you, that is so thoughtful. An ornament.
What do you need?
Here, these are all the ropes and weavings that were asked of me. May they grant a swift and easy journey. Thank you.
How can I be of service?
These are table knives and wood axes for the traveling party. What did you think all I ever made were swords for adventurers? I never tried to suggest such a thing.
What can I do for you?
I will handle these parcels of goods to be borrowed for the journey without so much as a word of where to take them. Here, they are yours. Thank you, Guldur. Very thoughtful of you.
What do you need?
Here you have all the blankets and feed required for the trip. Steady now, it is a heavy load. Bring parcels to Taurlach? Ah, in the market, okay.
Lake of Annen.
Ah, those are all the parcels. Good. Now lay them down there. Let me tally them. Yes, that is well indeed. They are all accounted for. Excellent. Now you may pick up the pile and carry them to the forgers to be boxed for transport. This one seems very heavy. Ah well, the forgers are to the other side then. Return to Pethalan, of course. At this point I'm thinking I should just master back in Rivendell. That would be faster, but let us do this the old-fashioned way. You gathered all the parcels and then delivered them at the forges? Pethalan laughs. You have done as much as any here to prepare for this journey, I think. No more labors for you, friend. While you were in the market, Lady Arwen heard of your arrival and begged to see you. She is within Imlat Galair. Do not worry if you have never been there, you shall be admitted on her word now. Yeah, Imlat Galair, the reputation, glade, room, or whatever here in Rivendell. It's not that far from here. I don't think we've ever been there. Maybe we have. Just once when we unlocked the entrance to it. I don't remember. All you need to do is cross the bridge, turn to the left, and keep riding. That's basically it. I think we have already been here. Seem to remember something like that. Do you wish me to escort you to Lady Arwen? She awaits you, I know. Very good, I will take you now. You find Arwen flanked by maids in waiting. Huh. It's good to see you, Arwen. As much as I like this icon, I think this picture benefits better if you don't have it. Okay.
Oh, I could ask you 1,000 questions.
Beriathan, it is you after all? I thought I must have heard wrong when your word came that you were in Rivendell. Oh, I could ask you 1,000 questions, but no, I shall forbear. I know that our greatest fears are averted, and that is enough. I shall look forward to hearing the tale told in full at the journey's end. You know the purpose of this pilgrimage, do you not? We make for Gondor, where in time Aragorn, Elessar, and I shall be wed, as we were throated to be long ago. Do you see, Elrond? I have not forgotten or neglected the wedding that lies at the end of our travels. Perhaps you can persuade her it is not a thing to waste warrior care upon, Beriathan. Why do you worry so?
It's fine and well to sit and dream of the future.
But how shall the dress be all fitted and altered in time before we set off? Or if it is not, how shall it be carried in pieces? And what flowers have they in far off Gondor? Are lilies to be stitched onto the hems of the gown when blue bells and who knows what strange blossoms will garland the path? Much wisdom and lore is there in Rivendell, but how the men of Gondor mark their nuptials is not among it, written or spoken. There is nothing to be done but drink everything and make do when we are there. Meanwhile, her ladyship worries more about books and seats.
Perhaps I am negligent.
Arwen laughed slightly, a tinkling of bells. Perhaps I am negligent, Elrond, but I must thank you for reminding me of the seeds. Here, Beriathan, take these seeds of the Celeborn blossom. They are a gift from Rivendell to the king-to-be, for that shall come before he is my groom-to-be. I would ask you to do another thing for me, Beriathan. There are several books upon my father's shelves that I would not have left behind. Some pertain to matters of present import, others give guidance for the challenges my Elfstone shall face as king. Will you see that they come into my father's hands? Farewell, Beriathan, I will see you in Gondor, if not sooner, I hope. Jeez. But give me a break! We are just about to finish chapter 2, how long is this allegiance supposed to last? Yeah, that didn't help much. But at this point, I'll take everything that can help speed up this. After all the running around you had me do on these first 2 chapters, I hope the other 5 are just straight lines. Talk to this guy, fight this other guy, be done with it, because... God, is this one long? From Arwen's dialogue, it seems as if Aragorn hasn't been crowned yet, so maybe this goes to show the Elf allegiance is supposed to come before the Gondor allegiance. But from what I remember, Arwen began her journey when she realized there was a new tree in Gondor. I don't know. Once again, the timeline of all this is... it's kind of a mess. But that's why we are doing this just in the way they are presented in game. I am sure there are other people that can make sense of all this better than I do. But I think this is as much as I can do. Talk to Elrond. Oh god, thank you. At least you're thinking of me with this one. There is our fleet-foot traveler. I have set aside some time for you. Come, tell me of events in the East. You tell Elrond of all that you witnessed in Gondor, from the Path of the Dead, through Pelargir, the Pelennor, and on to the Black Gates themselves, of the fall of Theoden, the last debate, and what bits you know of Sam and Frodo's own journeys. You speak some of what you have seen within the broken land of Mordor. Finally, you relay the news of the battle under the trees and how Lothlórien awaits the arrival of Glorfindel. Elrond is silent while he listens, and when you finish, he nods. Much of this I guessed at, but not the whole of it, nay, not even the half. That Glorfindel gave his word to come to Lothlórien and is not there troubles me. I do not fear the worst, and yet I feel somehow that your path is intertwined with his, and that the two of you have a role to play in these events that shall soon unfold. Give to me these books that Arwen bade you gather. She is right to call me back to serious matters even in this happy hour. In exchange, Take these seats. They are a gift for the king to be in Gondor, which shall come soon, some while before he is Arwen's groom to be. Now farewell, Beriathan, until we meet again. Oh, finally, that's chapter 2. We still have so many things to do. So let us try to rush our way to chapter 10. There we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A faltering reflection. A faltering reflection indeed. Rumil!
The Lady Galadriel wishes to see you as soon as you are able.
It is good you are here, Warden. The Lady Galadriel wished to see you as soon as you arrived. Orofin, would you lead our friend to her ladyship? And how can we understand the elves if it's made clear they only spoke Elvish? Maybe Beriathan knows some Sindarin, but... Well, not only some Sindarin, knows Sindarin, but you remember the first time we met Rumil and Orofin during Volume 2, they didn't talk to you, only Haldir did.
Come, I will lead you to the lady in her garden.
Oh, are we gonna take a look in the mirror once again?
You are here. I am so glad. Come, stand by my mirror once more. We shall see what we shall see in it. You and I.
Yeah, count me in. Again. Oh, thank you, Lady Galadriel. Please, you don't bow to me. I bow to you.
Stand beside me. Gaze into the mirror with me.
In truth, I do not know what I will see here, though there is a great deal I would know if I could. I feel certain, however, that now is the time and that we should not wait. Are you ready, friend?
There are 3 lights. Not stars, yet like stars, a lesser kindred. Near one light is a darkness. They vie against each other, but which prevails? The light withdraws, and the darkness spreads, and spreads, and spreads. Oh, it is terrible. What else? Show me, mirror. Do not forsake me now. Now, the light does not withdraw. It extinguishes the darkness. But what is this? The light, too, gutters and dwindles. It floats away, diminished, as if it were an ember upon a summer breeze. Then... that is all. I see no more, nor shall I evermore. The last of the mirror's power is spent.
Oh, truly. Why is that so? What happened?
Does it seem a riddle to you, what we have seen?
Yeah, absolutely. I have no idea what that means. The one light was Lothlórien, or rather it was myself, or rather it was this ring I wear upon my finger. Suddenly you are able to see a ring upon her finger, bright as a distant star. And the darkness it vied with was Dol Guldur. In the mirror we saw 2 possibilities of what might come. We may abandon our strife against these foes, and their power will grow and grow, or we may snuff them out, but be ourselves ever diminished. I cannot say it precisely. I could not see as clearly as I have been used. For in truth, some of my powers are failing whether we war against Dol Guldur or not. This ring that I revealed to you just now was forged the same day as the Dark Lord forged his one. Though it was ever hidden from him and its own power kept safe, still the rings were tied. Celebrimbor, for all he did, could not sever that bond, I am afraid. Now that the one is no more, all the others fade and falter. I doubt I shall ever see clearly within my mirror again, and much else shall be lost to me. Still, I would pay the price again, in a heartbeat. I suppose this must be a taste of the mortal's doom, to know that all we hold dear must leap from us. It is a wisdom that has been largely held from me until now. I will not flinch from acting, though the price be heavy. Come, Beriathan, let us go back to the court and our waiting council of war.
You seem shaken, friend.
Are you well? Legolas gazes into your face and seems to understand something. I too have spent a moment with the lady in her garden and seen the others of the company do the same. I have some inkling of your mind, perhaps. Best, I think, to let it pass. Let us return to Mordor. Let action replace reflection for a time. Yeah, I know, but we have not finished here yet. $14, $15, all right. The Wandering and the Lost. Let's see this one.
Hail, friend. You are wanted in the court.
Hail, friend Warden. I am glad you have returned to Lothlórien's court, for you are wanted here. Go speak with her ladyship.
I have pondered the things we saw in the pool.
And some clarity has come to my mind as to their meaning. Lord Elrond's advice was indeed true. You have a role to play in the events unfolding, and I think in bringing Glorfindel to our council. This I would ask of you. See places where my kind, the Elves, dwell, and ask after him. He is a far-traveled and known to many. But where should you begin? Perhaps Mirabel. Yes, say Citadel there. He has seen much and knows even more. But before you go, speak to your friend Legolas. He too has something to ask of you, I believe.
I have been thinking on the gift of seeds.
My friend, I have been thinking on the gift of seeds you were entrusted with in Imladris. I must confess I am struck with envy. Why, if I could gather some dozen of the ferns and blossom found in Mirkwood? But this journey has taken me far enough from Mordor and my friend Gimli. If you are setting out for places where elves dwell, however, perhaps you might ask them for such gifts. We will gather them together, and what a fine garden the new King Elessar will have.
You may certainly do both at once.
Go, gather seeds, and learn what you can of Glorfindel as you go. Begin with Citadel, and I think your path will unfold itself before you. So if we're going to Mirabel, I think the fastest way of doing this is actually mastering in Ostguruth. Because that way you can swift travel to Rivendell and not having to walk all the way to the stable master. And from Rivendell you can ride to Eregion swiftly. Yeah, this seems like a deja vu of Volume 1 with all the mastering and all the traveling around. And the payoff. The payoff in the end. It's worth it. Totally worth it.
What do you need?
So, Chapter 3 was amazingly short. Chapter 2 was annoyingly long. I hope these other chapters are somewhat of a middle ground between those two, leaning more towards the shorter side, if you ask me. Alright, there we go to Mirabel. Are we there yet?
Megovanen.
Seems we need to climb a little bit up. little bit farther up to find Citadel. How many elf places do we need to visit? Because there are so many. I'm a little worried about that. Oh, come on, what is Citadel? Yeah, here.
Strange. Just yesterday, a pupil of Glorfindel's was here.
It is strange. Just yesterday, a pupil, or rather a disciple of Glorfindel, stood where you stood and asked what you ask. Have I seen him? Alas, I have not. I sent her on to Imladris, for I have heard he has often spent time there, lately, standing in contemplation below Elrond's house and above the waterfall. I suggest you follow her, and if you do not find both, you might find one. Your other boon meets a more fortunate answer. These are seeds of the Garthant vine, with leaves of shining silver and morning blooming flowers of dusky blue and gold. Alright, coming back to Rivendell is simple enough. Thank God once again for Warden Masters, they are a godsend in these situations. And we know the spot, of course, where Glorfindel likes to hang out. We've been there a few times already. Back in the day, when these allegiances were initially released, Glorfindel, as you will see, would phase out of that location no matter what. Now, if you have some pending quests with Glorfindel that you get from the Trollshaws and the Misty Mountains, I believe, then, the Epic 2, Volume 1, then he will be there until you complete those quests, and then he will phase out. Because Glorfindel is not here. Someone is standing in Glorfindel's spot, but it is not he. Glathlírel, oh my god.
Glathlírel.
Thank you. The elf woman blinks at you in disbelief. Is it you, Beriathan? It is I, Glathlírel. Do you not recognize me? I have exchanged my fine armor for the traveler's garb. Does this mean that you too have come looking for Glorfindel? I do not know whether to take heart from my coincidence or take it as a darker design. But tell me, why have you come? You tell Glathlírel of the battle under the trees and war council in the Court of Lothlórien. Then you have better cause to find him than I. Have come looking only because of a troubling dream. Have you heard of the elves who live hidden in a cave in Belfalas? The Avaram, they are called. Why do you not seek one called Orthaned there? She is wise beyond years. I will go west to Lindon and look for him there. Then we shall meet back at Galadriel's court. Oh, and lastly, by a strange coincidence, I do indeed have a seed gift for your friend Legolas. This will grow into Ritlas and are from Anuminas. I know it will mean much to Gondor's new king. Yeah, it definitely should. Thank you so much for your gift. In case you don't know, Glathlírel here is an elf that we find in the Rift of Nûrz Ghâshu, which is at 12-man raid at level 50. So, as of the time of recording this, I have not run the Rift yet, but maybe I'll get the chance of doing so. And if that's the case, if I have already recorded the Rift, I will link that up here somewhere. Suffice it to say, you enter the Rift and you fight the ancient evils that have taken hold of it until you come to the final confrontation, which is Taurlach, a Balrog that has been imprisoned since, I believe, the first age. And Galadriel is the one who is watching over Thaurlach. So she stayed all this time in the Rift doing just that. But of course, as soon as you reach here, you go and check in on Thaurlach. Thaurlach breaks free, and you gotta help her to defeat Thaurlach. The Rift is one of the most beloved raids in LOTRO, and as soon as you play it, you can see why. At least last time I did, I was able to see why. Because it's massive, It has lots of mechanics, lots of bosses, and it truly does feel like an epic fight. And what better way to end an epic fight than with a Balrog? So I had such a great time last time I did the Rift. Not sure how that is going right now, because with all the class balance changes that have been done over time, it seems Rift and many other of the older instances have become really easy, even for on-level characters. But I have very fond memories of the Rift. And Glathlírel God has just remind me of many of those good memories. And now, as you have seen, we need to go to the Cave of the Avaram in West Gondor. I was thinking maybe we can master in the Camp of the West, the Host of the West, in the Wastes, and then ride to the Dead Marshes, and in the Dead Marshes take the horse that will take you to the cave. But I think that truly is even longer than the alternative, which is just right in there from the Lamroth. We're almost there. Now, my question is, will Dorthanet now explain why she has that veil on her all the time? Because I seem to remember at some point she did. Please tell me that's the case. I would love to hear that story. Now, where was she again? I mean, she's in this cave. On the upper level, I believe. It's been so long since we were in here. A little bit more than 100 episodes. So yeah, you will forgive me if I don't remember the exact location of Dorthanet. Ah, there she is.
Glorfindel? I have not seen his face for many lives of men.
Radiant Glorfindel. I have not seen his face or heard his fair words for many lives of men. His name has come to me here where I stand from time to time, however. Here is my advice to you, young warden. Do not attempt to find an elf the likes of Glorfindel, for he will not be found if he does not wish to be. Follow instead what he sought. If I am not mistaken, one Dorangur in Duiland knew of the thing Glorfindel seeks, and may even know where he has gone. Aha, do not go leaping off just yet. You came for a second reason, and that you shall have without riddles. These seeds are Tuiloth. It grows to cover the ground, and the fine white flowers it bears make it like a mirror of the night sky beneath your feet. Duiland, alright. So that is free. Swift travel to Calandim, and from there right to Duiland. I hope this is the last elf we need to talk to, because the Elf Allegiance is truly getting on my nerves. I know the storyline so far might not seem as good as the others, and even more dragging, if possible.
Greetings.
But trust me, the payoff for this allegiance is one of the best in the entire game. One of the freaking bests. Yeah. So, here we are, Calandim. So, Duiland. A relatively short ride, we can say. We cannot use dashing here, what a shame. How far are we? Are we here in Duilan yet? Okay. Thank you. Why can't this guy be in Elrond, am I wonder. Ah, Dorangur. I think he's part of the Elf prologue. So that would explain why we need to come here. The name does ring a bell.
Let me look into your eyes.
Well met, man. Let me look into your eyes. I see no deception or ill will there, so I shall tell you what I know. Glorfindel came some few days past to consult on words Gil-galad spoke very long ago, when first he set foot in the havens of Lindon. They concern times to come, times that he would not live to see. I myself knew little of this speech, nor was I certain who had heard it in its entirety. Therefore I pointed Glorfindel toward Gilead. I felt that if it had been written down, some record might be there. Go to Tam Gilead and speak to Gildor in Glorien. He will know if Glorfindel came that way or no. Then, with a twinkle in his eye, Dorangur produces a small pouch. Nor could I forget this, a fair gift fairly asked for. Lotoleth will grow tall and with sweet-scented leaves cast dappled shade beneath its boughs. Okay, Tam Gilead. That is Northdowns, right? I believe it is. Yeah, you know what the best part of all this is? We are just barely halfway through with this allegiance. At least we are in the right place. Tam Gilead is another short distance from here. Almost there. I hope Gildur finally has the answer we've been looking for. I got a feeling if someone's have that answer, it's gotta be him. For one, he travels a lot to Middle Earth. And on the other hand, he is a very wise elf. Ancient too. The roving threats of the Northdowns. In your absence, new threats have come to the Northdowns. Arwen, a defender of Estelin, seeks the assistance of a brave hero as she works to halt the Angmarim's efforts in the north. Yeah, sure, but not today. Gildor, there you are.
Like a gull who flies after the wind-wafted sail.
Ah, Warden, you are like the gull who flies after the wind-wafted sail. Glorfindel has been here and gone again. I greeted him but in passing, but I believe he left here having found what he sought. Perhaps it was one of the texts here? Look for yourself and see if you can find it. Please let me find it fast.
What is this? It is very old indeed.
I think it likely you have found what you sought. I would bring this to Celeborn and Galadriel in Lórien if I were you. They will know full well what to make of it. But before you do, have these. They are parthrift pots, and will grow into ferns of uncommon intricacy and form. It is a fine gift for a new king. Thank you, Gildor. I knew I could trust you. I knew you were the one who would have the answer for me. Not the full answer, but at least an answer. Thank you so much for that.
What is this? You have outdone yourself.
I will find a suited vessel for this gift and bear it to Gondor to give to our friend. the new king.
You have found a clue to Glorfindel's whereabouts?
What is this you have found, Beriathan? A clue to Glorfindel's whereabouts? This record is old indeed. Lord Celeborn and I shall need some time to pore over it. We will send for you when we are done, and you have my heartfelt gratitude for all you have done. Yeah, well, thank you for that, Galadriel. It certainly took some time. Now, finally, let us continue. $16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. The return. Oh. Huh.
You must go to Celeborn at once.
Beriathan, there you are. Lord Celeborn has grasped the ancient text's meaning and knows where Glorfindel has gone. You should speak with him at once. Oh yeah, please. Glathlírel is also here. God, why is your name so hard, lady? I don't know.
What Glorfindel sought was a prophecy of Gil-galad.
No, Warden, that what Glorfindel sought is what men or dwarves would call a prophecy. Words uttered by Gilgalad in an age past, concerning both the dawn and the dusk of our time in Middle-earth. Few were there to hear it, and fewer still are there who walk this earth and recall it in its entirety. Perhaps, foreseeing this, the words were inscribed onto elven scrolls and given out to the trusted keepers of lore. But the text you found in Tamgiliath was not one of those scrolls. No, it was a mere recounting of the text penned by one scholar and to where they had been sent. 4 of the 20 it mentions were of Gilgalad's speech, and I know well that 3 of those 4 were lost forever to calamity, folly, and fire. The 4th recording of the prophecy found a home among collected texts, in what has come to be called the Rift of Nûrz Ghâshu. That place is known to you, Beriathan? It is known well indeed to you, Glathlírel.
Do you see? We have both come here in the time of need.
Do you see, Beriathan? The nature of the dream that stirred me from my retreat was not an idle one. I have found my way here as you have, in time of need. Though I tremble at the thought of returning to that place where the Balrog was fought and subdued, I know we must. A fear, nay, a certainty tells me that danger lurks there as it did before. If the rift were peaceful and empty, why has Glorfindel not returned? Even Lady Galadriel cannot know what lies in that depth. We must go, you and I, and learn the truth of it. That much is certain. Let's go.
Word, and we shall go.
I am ready to set out for Nûrz Ghâshu, Beriathan. Give the word and we shall go.
We have followed Glorfindel's trail to, of all places, the Rift of Nûrz Ghâshu. We must hope he has found the prophecy of Gil-galad there that he sought, and that all else lies as still and undisturbed as we left it.
So, we are revisiting the Rift once again. The first time we got to do it was on Volume 3 with the skirmish. And now we are revisiting yet another part of the Rift that will also get you an idea of how big this place really is. Beriathan, we must look for clues as to the whereabouts of Glorfindel. We know not what lurks in the Rift of Nûrz Ghâshu now, so prepare yourself. Yeah, prepared I am. Because I have some traumatic memories of this one. Do you hear that? Sounds like the shuffling of feet from the hallway. Beriathan, let us continue to push forward. There has to be some sort of clue to Glorfindel's whereabouts. Or? Let us explore that room. This one. Be wary, Beriathan. A troll. That chest in the middle of the room has been rummaged through. Perhaps that is the clue we've been seeking. Glorfindel must have found what he came here for. Perhaps we will find him through that door straight ahead, Beriathan. yeah, there is not much else to go. Oh. Oh, 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 what do we have here? We have found Glorfindel, but what is that? It cannot be Beriathan. Taurlach cannot be back. He was defeated. Quickly, to Glorfindel. Such a powerful creature of shadow and flame I have not faced in a very, very long while. But I see by your faces that you have faced him before. Yeah, kinda. There you have it. This is Taurlach. This is the Balrog. For many years, we thought we defeated him at the Rift. For almost 10 years. But nope. It seems not. So what comes next? Balrogs are not so easily slain. Though they may seem defeated, they may heal and even regain form with time. This lesson I have learned, painfully, in ages past. Fortunately, I possess the art required to fully extinguish such a foe. Come and fight by my side. Together, we will put a final end to this fell servant of Morgoth.
Prepare yourselves!
Yeah, this is not gonna be an easy one. I don't think so. I remember this Balrog doing such a huge amount of damage. But it was really hard to complete this instance. I cannot tell you how many times I died the first time I tried this. Taurlach has been defeated. Yeah, it wasn't as hard as the first time. I died at least 3 times. But then again, my weapons were level 115 at most. And my armor, my gear was not that good. But is he defeated for good now this time? I don't want to face Taurlach a 3rd time. Like the Watcher, please no. I felt a dark presence brooding nearby when first I entered this place, but the prize I sought was too important and I was not to be deterred. Still, I had hoped to slip away as quietly as I came, and instead I walked nearly into its open maw. Fortune smiled upon me, however, and you came upon us at just that moment. Not the mightiest warrior of elves or men would face a Balrog alone, willingly, though I yet flatter myself if I might have been its match. We should not tarry here, I think. I have found what I came here seeking, though I must take some time in secluded peace to read it over and pierce its deeper meaning. I cannot pause over long, however, for I am expected in the Court of Lothlórien. Ah, but I see you knew that. Perhaps then you may do me a double service. First, return there forthwith and assure the Galadriel and Celeborn I am on my way. Second, tell Galadriel that I wish to give the wetluid I entrusted to her to Arwen as a betrothal gift. Indeed, I would have you bear the gift to her, Beriathan. What is that? Wetluid? I have no idea. It is time to leave this place. I must seclude myself a little while and consider the prophecy of Gilgalad I have found. Then, as soon as I am able, I shall find my way to Caras Galadon.
You are returned.
In your eyes I read much that has taken place. You and Glathlírel tell the assembled council all that happened. I see. It has ended well enough, and with time we may know whether the scroll Rothinder sought was worth the peril you faced. Soon he will be with us and our wait will end. I will find the gift he spoke of and see that you are given it to bring to my granddaughter Arwen. It is a good gift and fitting. Moreover, if it is right that she receives it from you. Farewell for now, Beriathan. We will see each other soon. And just like that, Glathlírel leaves. Okay. Next one. $23, $24, $25. A mortal gift. Okay. What do we got in here?
The gift for Lady Arwen has been found.
Lady Galadriel herself holds it and awaits your arrival. Though it is Glorfindel's betrothal gift, the honor is yours to deliver it. Oh, I think I know what this is.
Glorfindel has chosen the truest of gifts.
A true gift is one which sings of the receiver in the voice of the giver, it is said. By that mark, Glorfindel has chosen the truest of gifts. Lady Galadriel produces 2 exquisite flowers, and only after a moment do you perceive that they are brooches, broad of silver filament, green and violet silk, and finest cloth of gold, and not real flowers at all. She returns them to a silken box which she hands to you. Take this to Arwen, Beriathan. She will tell you something of what they mean to her, if she wishes. Back to Arwen then. Girlie, we gotta deliver this gift. Hopefully Arwen will not have us run around the entire Rivendell Valley this time. Hopefully this will be another nice quest of just. Thank you for the gift. Let me explain you what this means. Please go back to Galadriel.
I know what these are, and what is their meaning.
Arwen meets your eyes as you approach her, and you present her with the gift directly. She opens the silken box, and you explain the flowers are from Glorfindel. I know then what these are and what is their meaning. It is a good and a beautiful thought Glorfindel has given me in this gift. Come, Beriathan, walk with me a spell. You follow me? Okay. The air is sweet and clear, this elven retreat fine to behold.
Much will come to pass.
I will come soon, swift as a diving hawk, swift as the sun's last descent into night. Much will be gained, and much too lost. Arwen laughs, softly, sweetly, and a little sadly. You are thinking, I am sure, that much has already happened since first your journey began. Nor are you mistaken. You have seen much, but soon all Middle-earth shall see more. And while you have been through many lands and among many peoples, I have been here and among only my own. To the left now, where that statue stands. This one? Arwen looks up at the statue and you are struck by a strong resemblance.
I have tarried in Rivendell many years now.
Though it is not counted over long in the reckoning of my people, these last tens of years I have lived here in anticipation of a promise, waiting to learn if fortune should decree it held or broken. That brief time has been both as an eternity and a single breath to me. Shortly, we shall set forth for Gondor, as you know, and shortly thereafter, when we reach that land, I shall become one with the treasure of my heart. You will be king and I queen, like Lúthien, whose likeness is here before us, and elf maid and man, much gained, yes, and much lost. Come, Let us go farther down the path. The world opens out before you, a breeze rustling the leaves of the trees.
An age is ending, though it is not quite ended yet.
And in the counting of men and dwarves, it will not be over for some modest span to come. But for me to have known centuries before my heart was given, moving freely from Imladris to Lórien, from Lórien to Imladris, like a carefree minnow between pond and stream, then to know that nothing shall be as it was. Do you know what these flowers are, Beriathan? They are lovers' tokens, and they are wrought with uncommon skill so that a sympathy exists between them, as if they were tied by an unseen thread no matter the distance. If anything should befall the owner of one flower, should they grow ill or die, then the other's flower will wilt, wither, and crumble. Thus may my Aragorn always know that I am well and whole, and I may know the same of him. It is at once a great comfort and a constant reminder of our doom and of ending to be. A distant look comes across Arwen's face.
I am going off to dwell in the lands of men.
And I shall become as they who dwell there, Beriathan. I will gain my heart's desire, and I will be queen of the heirs of Númenor at the dawn of a new age. But I will lose the home I have known. I will lose so many faces dearest to me, who I leave behind and who themselves will make even greater journeys soon enough. I will lose the root's deep certainty of days unending. Where I go, days will be numbered, and so also lives. Arwen stops and meets your gaze with level eyes that are filled with many things. I thank you for walking with me, Beriathan. I thank you for listening kindly and without judgment. Sadness and joy are like two streams joined into a river, and the finest of elven weavers could not part them now. But I have a journey to prepare for, and time will not tarry. I will see you in Gondor, friend. I hope that I do. I should like that very much. Alright. At first I think maybe this had something to do with Galadriel. Not exactly. So as you have seen, this is more a reflection on Beren and Lúthien and their story. And it was very poignant too.
For this moment, as we stand beneath the golden leaves, I am merely a messenger.
Okay, no, we have already completed that one. Yeah. I've already completed that one, so that means... My bad. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 at long last. 27, 28, 29, 30. The bow is drawn.
Glorfindel himself has joined the council.
I heartily believed your account, Beriathan, but now I must hold my eyes for liars, for there is Glorfindel himself among the Council of War. I beg of you, speak to Orophin, who shall present you, for this is an occasion of joyous ceremony.
Come with me.
There are things the council would discuss, but there is more, for you have been of great help to our cause, and the Lord and Lady wish to offer thanks to you for your service.
With nothing else to stall it, the deliberations of the Elves' Council of War may begin. Take the place you have truly earned among them.
Yeah, thank you.
Come with me.
Yes, Willan, they are waiting for us. Come. Welcome, Glorfindel. We have awaited your coming. I was delayed for reasons I hope contained merit, and indeed they did. I was delayed? Yeah. Talk to Glorfindel, okay. As you're aware, I have recovered a text of the words uttered by Gil-galad long ago. I will speak only a little of what was written, which pertains to what is now coming to pass. When the light first fades from the golden wood, then the shadow in the green wood may be torn down. But if the shadow be torn down, faster shall the golden wood fade. I think the words are clear, and though it may give us great sorrow, still we know what course we must take. It is just as we saw in my mirror, Beriathan. There can be no doubt in the matter now. It is decided. Take your place. I will address the Council of War.
It is thanks to you that this council is complete. Our grim purpose is within our grasp. The bow is drawn, the arrow nocked. When the moment is right, it shall be loosed.
Really looking forward to it. Talk to Galadriel, okay. It is decided. The Elves of Lothlórien and the Elves of Mirkwood will make ready to assault Dol Guldur. Oh, that's so great.
You have done so much for us.
And our gratitude is near immeasurable. By the fair stars above and the sign of the golden leaves, I free and release you from your troth of service. Go now and serve whom and how you please. I have every faith you will bring light and goodness wherever your journeys take you. Okay, Lady Galadriel, thank you so much. Let me take the cloak. Let us move this in here. And how does this look? Yeah, kinda nice. Fitting for Lothlórien. I still think I would go with a Hobbit one. Truly, the one that I like best. But there you have it. It's very interesting because now that we have completed the Elven allegiance, the Elves have decided to attack Dol Guldur, and that is exactly what will happen in the future. So it's truly fitting, it's truly better for the story if you do the allegiances before you continue with Chapter 5 of the Black Book and the other areas after Mordor. So I think we did good, really, and now we're just missing one more allegiance, which is the Dwarven one, and that one was my favorite the first time around. So we'll see how it holds up the next time. For the time being, this has been all on today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.